So this is my Red Shadow Legends account. As you can see, tons of mythical, all the good Void champions with all the Awakening, really good account, 45 million player power. I'm in the #1 clan in the game, massive account. And this is my YouTube channel, about 15,000 subscribers. I am the first and biggest French content creator for Raid Shadow Legends, and I am just giving everything up. I am stopping Raid and stopping all of my content to focus solely on Godforge. I'm transitioning completely to Godforge, whether it's content and the game itself. So I want to tell you in this video why I'm making this decision and give you my perspective as a player first and then as a content creator. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Rumsey here, back for another Godforge / Red Shadow Legends video. So like I said in the intro, just want to talk about why I'm transitioning, going all in with Godforge, first off as a player and then as a content creator. We're going to talk money, channel, all that stuff. Let's get into it. So first off, I want to mention as a player, completely as a player, why I'm kind of done with Raid and so excited for Godforge. So the first thing, I've been playing Raid for over 6 years now. I started way back in early 2019, right after the game came out. So, as much as I love the game, I've obviously been playing for a very long time, basically on a daily basis. It's kind of a game you play every day. You kind of get burned out, and I did take a few breaks where like for a couple of weeks I would, take it easy, just do my clan boss and be done. But as you can see, I have, a really big account, #1 clan in the game. I do well in all the arena content, even though I'm missing some key champions. I do billions of damage on, Hydra, Chimera class, all that stuff. I've done all the content in the game. Obviously really love the game and I still love it, but after 6+ years you kind of get burned out and tired, and now there is a lot of content, so it kind of becomes a chore to do every day. So many things to do every single day, and it gets tiring for sure. Now the two big things really that make me want to stop Raid, in addition to being super excited about Godforge. First off is the event, and then we're gonna talk monetization. You just can't keep up with the event now. I was never a big spender. This is actually an account that I was able to get from one of my friends that was spending a lot in the game. So I did actually transition at some point to another account, which again, I wouldn't suggest doing it, but as a content creator, it was the right move for me. But the event, you just can't keep up with all of it anymore. Even if you spend money. Even if we spend money, we do have the really cool collab right now with Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. Even if you spend money in the game every single month, you literally cannot do it all. I have some good resources here because again, I get some perks and I've been saving it, but it's just too much, fusion after fusion, which I guess if it's just a fusion it's fine. But now we also have, every time there's a fusion or a collab like this, there's like a big event like this one is the coalition. The game is in French, but coalition event. At the same time, you have the Titan event for the fusion. You always have fusion with some type of Titan event to then get the 5-star blessings. Just so many events going on at the same time all the time. At the same time, you have all the summoning stuff for the other champions from the collab. It's just too much. It's just way too much at the same time as a low spender. And even if you start spending a good amount of money, you simply cannot do it all. And you could just pick and choose, but of course you want to do as much stuff as you can in the game. And they're really using that. They're really using that FOMO, that fear of missing out against you, to get you to spend, and it's a very annoying behavior, honestly, and very frustrating. So that's the main thing. It's became a chore, having to do everything every day. I've been playing for so long, and I'm just tired of trying to keep up with everything, and you just simply can't do it if you don't spend a ton of money in the game. Speaking of money, that's my second biggest point, is that I wouldn't mind spending decent amount of money on the game, especially as a content creator. I wouldn't mind, spending a couple $100 every month if I knew that it was a good investment, which for a game, it's never a good investment. But again, as a content creator, if I knew that my couple $100 I would spend every month would guarantee me some stuff, I would know I would get some good rewards and stuff for my money, I would 100% do it. The thing is, first off, it's too expensive. Anything in here is way too expensive, which is one thing. The other thing is you don't get enough, and also a lot of the time you just get layers of RNG on top of more RNG. So like obviously the all the shards, you open them, then it's RNG. Same with the stones, and the worst of all is the gear set. There are no gear set here, but the gear set, you buy the gear set, then which is if you want to compete in the end game PvP now, it's the only thing you want to do really is spend money on gear set. But even now, I don't think the gear set are super valuable. But basically, you just have, you have to level them up, hopefully get the right stats. Then you can use your glyphs on them, hopefully get good stats with the glyphs. Then you can use your chaos stones here, whatever they're called, to reroll if you did get 3 or 4 procs in the stats you want. Then you can do this thing as well to get the extra stat, which for the bottom items, this is completely random, of course, so you need the right stat here, and then you need to reroll again if you don't get the right stat. So you just end up having 6 layers of RNG. So you spend money on RNG basically, but on just way too many levels. So just all in all, obviously I love the game. I've loved it for so long, but it's just become too difficult, too expensive, even though they've improved a lot of things over the years, especially for free-to-play players, because honestly, back in 2019, it was a shit show. It was impossible. It took me a year to get my first legendary as a free-to-play. They've improved a lot, but it's just become too difficult, too annoying, too expensive. Now, that's why I'm kind of giving up as a player, and also in addition to that, you have that excitement of, going and starting Godforge, of course, which is everything's going to be new, super exciting. So it definitely helps with making that decision. Now, as a content creator, because my case is different, there are a lot of other reasons, and some of them are also monetary reasons. So I've never done this full time. Obviously, I have a really good full-time job here. I live in Austin. If you want to know, if you want to know more details about my private life, do feel free to stop by the live stream. But basically, this channel here with 15,000 subscribers, I haven't been super active the past month, but and you have videos going from 1,000 views to 4,000 views, more or less. This is like $300 to $500 a month, right? At the most, right? So it's not a lot. I've never done that full time, of course. Once a year, you do a little sponsorship with another game. I know when King Arthur Legend Rise came out, I did a little sponsorship. They paid me $1,000 to make it like 3 videos or some shit. So something like that, which was fun. But obviously, very low income. It was just for fun. Never did this full time, so do keep that in mind. And the goal was never to do that full time, of course. When I started, it was just for fun. I just moved to the US. I was going through immigration. I had nothing else to do because I wasn't allowed to work. So I just started my little gaming channel just for fun and trying to help players, really. Now, here are the reason why I'm willing to just give all of this up to focus solely on Godforge. As you can see, I started my Godforge channel in English, so of course a lot more opportunities. But one of the reasons, there are multiple, but one of them is that I cannot tell you how much money we content creators made for Raid, right? Because unlike most of the games out there, this is a gacha games, and we make so many videos influencing people to spend. Any of our summoning videos, this is very much I'm influencing you to open shards. It's not my intention, of course. My intention is entertainment, but I guarantee you that people that watch this type of videos, there's some type of cool event to get champions or whatever. Maybe they see me on the live stream, get something good. It's highly likely I'm influencing a lot of people to spend money. And the issue here is that as content creators, we never had any support from Raid. And I'm not talking about monetization. I'm not talking about Raid paying us, because that's not the case and that's not the intent here. But you do have a lot of ways to support and take care of your content creators that produce really good content for you, that make you a lot of money. So you have games like King Arthur Legends Rise, for instance, that obviously the game shut down, but when they came out, they already had some type of affiliate program to where you would support your favorite content creator, and if you decide to spend money on the game, then the content creator will get 3, 5, 10% or whatever it is of your spending. So that's a way to support your favorite content creator without you having to spend money directly to the content creator, but just spending money on the game. But then you also have a lot of support from Godforge. They created such an amazing community. We have a lot of support from Faithless themselves. They did mention, of course, they were going to do some pretty interesting program for the content creators. But we have obviously an amazing community on the Discord, and we get a lot of support from them. They've been, posting videos about the development of the game. We are in direct contact with developers. We are in direct contact, some of it at least, with the founders themselves directly. The founders, the game developers, they come and do a collab with us. They then share all the content on the Faithless channel. They promote their content creator on the Discord and on the Faithless channel. So we do have and we do feel really supported by the studio, which is an amazing feeling as a content creator. And that really makes you want to produce great content for the game. In addition to that, I do think Godforge is going to be a great game. I'm not saying that it's going to be better than Raid. That's not the point. But I think they are doing so far an amazing job in terms of building that community around the game. They have a very involved community, which is super fun. We kind of, hang out on the official Discord every single day trying to help players. But just from playing alpha and seeing everything we've seen about the game so far, looks like they're going to have an amazing game. The game, from what we've seen, is going to look really good. Maybe not as good as Raid as the beginning, because that's really Raid's strength, is how good the game and the graphics and the hero design look. So I do think they may need to, make sure they step it up to match that. But other than that, the game is going to be at its core very similar to Raid, which is what all of us Raid players and similar games like. So I'm excited for that, but also they bring some really cool new features with the weapon and imprint system, for instance, along with other things. And I think they're also pretty transparent with monetization. And of course, the game needs to make money. But if you watch the recent Faithless podcast episode, they're pretty transparent on how the monetization is going to work. They need to make money, but they also don't want it to be such a predatory thing like it is with Raid, creating that FOMO all the time to really push you to spend. They've mentioned multiple times they're going to do their best so that the PvP aspect of the game is not pay to win, where it's more of a pay to fast experience. So if you want to spend, you're going to progress quicker, but it won't give you an edge in PvP, which is amazing. So and I also believe in the founder. As simple as that. Hey ladies, Simon, he started Rachel Legends content on his channel after me. Actually, I started before him, but of course he started in English. He has a huge channel now and his website and all that stuff. But over the years, talking to him and watching his content, he understands the pain of, the players' experience with Raid in terms of, you know, again, keeping up with the event and really the spending in the game, you know. So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to make that quick video kind of as a introduction again of who I am and what I've done in the past and what I'm gonna do with Godforge. But quick recap, really, I'm giving up, literally giving up. I'm probably gonna do one more video to kind of announce it, but literally giving up my French YouTube channel that I've you know taken care of and made content on for the past 6+ years again, and giving that up and giving up my raid account, which until Godforge comes out, I'm probably gonna keep playing casually here and there. But as soon as Godforge comes out, I have a full-time job. I won't have time to play both games, so I'll definitely go all in with Godforge because again, as a player, you know, I don't want to spend money on raid, and I have to if I want to be doing everything. And right now with the Assassin's Creed event, for instance, I would want to do everything, but I can't. So just as good as the game is, as much as I love it, I still love it. It's still a beautiful game. It's still a really good game with a lot of flaws. But I will give it up and give up that channel, which is sad because it's 6 years of my life of hard work and stuff. But because I really believe in Godforge and what they're doing, and as a content creator, even though the game is not even out yet, I do feel very supported by the studio, just because of this reason, these reasons alone. It really makes me want to make the move and completely transfer. So that's it, guys. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you kind of agree with me or not with some of the things that I said, especially as players, not necessarily as content creators. And I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to finally start the game in about a month or so. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.